My days are numbered, people. The robots are taking over. Get ready to have your mind blown because the future of kitchen design is here. Artificial intelligence is on the forefront of everybody's minds these days. I think it's a great idea to explore the possibilities that artificial intelligence presents to us and use them as a way to enhance our work and creativity. In my case, kitchen design. In this video, we'll be using the cutting-edge tool ChatGPT to help us design a functional kitchen. And not only that, I've asked it to script out this next section of video. Everything from here on in is exactly what ChatGPT told me to say. Layout. The layout of the kitchen is a key factor in its functionality. An efficient layout allows for smooth and easy movement between the three main work areas of the kitchen: the sink, the stove, and the fridge. Ideally, these three areas should form a triangle, with the sink at one point, the stove at another, and the fridge at the third. This allows you to easily move between them without having to take long strides or walk too far. In addition to the placement of these three areas, the layout of your kitchen should also consider the flow of traffic and the location of other appliances and storage. For example, you may want to keep the dishwasher and garbage bin in close proximity to your sink to make cleanup easier. Overall, a well-planned kitchen layout can greatly improve the efficiency and functionality of your space. Storage. Adequate storage is essential in a kitchen as it helps to keep the space organized and clutter-free. There are a few key types of storage to consider when designing a functional kitchen. Cabinets are a staple of kitchen storage and can be used to store a wide variety of items, from dishes to pots and pans to small appliances and pantry items. Drawers are a great option for storing smaller items such as utensils, baking supplies, and cooking tools. They're also easier to access than lower cabinets. Pantry. A pantry is a dedicated space for storing non-perishable food items such as grains, canned goods, and spices. Pantry can be as small as a single cabinet or as large as a walk-in closet, depending on the needs and the size of your kitchen. When planning your kitchen storage, be sure to consider the size and types of items that you'll need to store, as well as the layout of the space. It's also a good idea to include some open shelving or other display options to help break up the sea of cabinets and add some visual interest. Counter space. Countertop is essential in any kitchen as it provides the surface for food prep, cooking, and serving. When designing a functional kitchen, it's important to consider how much counter space you will need and where it should be located. One way to add additional counter space is to include an island or peninsula in your kitchen design. An island is a freestanding counter that is usually located in the center of the kitchen and can provide additional surface area for food prep and storage. A peninsula is a counter that is attached to a wall or cabinets and can provide an additional work surface without taking up as much floor space as a center island. In addition to the overall size of your counter space, it's also important to consider the layout and placement of your counters. You should aim to create a workflow that's efficient and allows for easy movement between the sink, the stove, and the fridge. Overall, ample counter space is essential for a functional kitchen and can greatly improve the efficiency and enjoyment of cooking and food prep. Appliances. When selecting appliances for your kitchen, it is important to consider both their functionality and their energy efficiency. Energy efficient appliances can save you money on your energy bills and are better for the environment. In terms of size, it's important to choose appliances that are appropriately sized for the space that you're in. For example, a small kitchen may not have room for a large professional-grade range, while a larger kitchen may have space for multiple appliances. It's also important to consider the style of your kitchen when selecting appliances. You should aim to choose appliances that match the overall style and aesthetic of your kitchen. For example, if you have a modern minimalist kitchen, you may want to choose sleek stainless steel appliances. And if you have a traditional kitchen, you may want to choose appliances with a classic, timeless look. Lighting. Good lighting is important in the kitchen for a number of reasons. Firstly, it can help you create a pleasant and welcoming atmosphere in the room. Secondly, it can make it easier to see what you're doing when preparing and cooking food. In order to achieve good lighting in the kitchen, it's often a good idea to use a combination of natural and artificial lights. Natural light can be provided by windows or by a skylight, is a window, and can help to create a bright and airy feel to the room. Artificial light, on the other hand, can be used to supplement natural light or to provide light when it's not available, such as at night or on overcast days. There are a number of different types of artificial lighting that can be used in the kitchen. These include overhead lighting such as pendant lights or chandeliers, as well as under cabinet lights and task lighting such as lights placed over the sink and the stove. It's also a good idea to use a combination of these types of lights in order to create a well-lit space that's suitable for a variety of tasks. Ventilation. Ventilation is the process of moving air in and out of a space, and it is an important consideration in the kitchen for a number of reasons. One of the main reasons why ventilation is important in the kitchen is to remove cooking odors and steam. When you cook, the process can create a variety of odors and steam, which can build up in the kitchen and make it feel stuffy and unpleasant. Proper ventilation helps to remove the odors and steam, making the kitchen a more comfortable and pleasant place to be in. There are a number of different ways to provide ventilation in the kitchen. One common method is to install an exhaust fan above the stove or range. This type of fan sucks in the air from above the stove and vents it outside, helping to remove cooking odors and steam from the kitchen. Other methods of ventilation include windows and vents, which can be opened to allow fresh air to circulate in the room. In addition to removing cooking odors and steam, ventilation is also important for maintaining good air quality in the kitchen. It helps to remove excess moisture, which can promote the growth of mold and other harmful microorganisms. It can also help remove pollutants and the contaminants from the air, making the kitchen healthier and safer place to be. Sinks. A sink is a crucial element to any kitchen, and it is used for a variety of tasks, such as washing dishes, preparing food, and cleaning up. When designing a kitchen, it is a good idea to consider including a double sink, which is a sink with two separate bowls. There are a number of benefits to a double sink in the kitchen. One of the main benefits is convenience. With a double sink, you have two bowls. With a double sink, you have two separate basins that can be used for different tasks, such as washing dishes in one basin and rinsing off produce in another. This can make it easier to keep your kitchen organized and efficient. Another benefit of a double sink is that it can make it easier to wash larger pots and pans. When you have a single basin sink, it can be difficult to wash large pots and pans without splashing water everywhere. With a double sink, you can wash these items in one basin and rinse them off in another, making the task much easier and less messy. In addition to these benefits, a double sink can also add value to your home, as it is often seen as a desirable feature in a kitchen. Overall, a double sink is a practical and convenient addition to any kitchen, and can make a big difference in how you enjoy the space. Materials. When designing a kitchen, it's important to choose materials that are durable and are able to withstand wear and tear. This is especially true for surfaces such as countertops and flooring, as they are likely to experience heavy use and may be subject to spills, scratches, and other types of damage. There's a wide range of materials that can be used for countertops and flooring in the kitchen, each with its own benefits and drawbacks. Some popular options for kitchen countertops include granite, quartz, and solid surface materials, all of which are known for their durability and resistance to scratches and stains. For kitchen flooring, materials such as ceramic tile, vinyl, and laminate are often popular choices, as they are durable and easy to clean and relatively inexpensive. Hardwood floor is another option, although it may require more maintenance and may not be as resistant to water and stains as other materials. When choosing materials for your kitchen, it's important to consider the overall style and design of the room, as well as the budget and the level of maintenance you are willing to take on. By choosing durable materials that are appropriate for the space, you can help to ensure that your kitchen looks beautiful and functions well into the years to come. Safety. Safety is an important consideration in any kitchen design, as the kitchen can be potentially a hazardous place. There are a number of factors to consider when designing a safe kitchen, including the placement of appliances and a non-slip floor. When it comes to appliance placement, it's important to consider the location of items such as stove, oven, and microwave. These appliances should be placed in a location that is easily accessible, but not so close to one another that they create a tripping hazard. It's also a good idea to ensure that appliances are placed at a comfortable height to reduce the risk of strain or injury when using them. Non-slip floor is another important safety feature in the kitchen. This type of flooring is designed to reduce the risk of slips and falls, which can be especially important in a room that's prone to spills and splashes. There are a number of different materials that can be used for non-slip flooring, including textured tile and rubber flooring. In addition to these considerations, it's also a good idea to think about other safety issues in the kitchen, such as the placement of sharp objects, the use of fire-safe materials, and the availability of first aid supplies. By taking these safety measures into account, you can help create a kitchen that's both functional and safe. Okay, so that's the end of the ChatGPT script that it gave me on how to design a functional kitchen. So if I'm attempting to design a kitchen for a client, I could go to ChatGPT and type in some of the questions that I have to make this space more efficient. How could I make it more functional? What are some things that I'm missing? What are some things that I could add in that I didn't think about? Really valuable tool, and I can see it being a huge asset in almost every industry where you can just ask it questions and it can help you. That's not going to do the work for you, and this tool isn't going to design you a kitchen, but it did a really good job at outlining the things you should be looking into and considering. It scripted out every word that I said. Now, would I say those words? No, there's some things I actually disagree with, like the sink thing, but still pretty amazing. Looking to renovate or build the kitchen of your dreams? Look no further. My online kitchen design solution is here to help you create a functional, beautiful kitchen that meets all of your needs. With me by your side the entire time, we'll have the chance to design the perfect kitchen for your home. Don't hesitate, head over to my website, mtkd.ca, and see what solution might be right for you. Get ready to transform your kitchen and start loving the space where you cook, eat, and entertain. This video is going to give you some recommendations and things you should be considering that came from years of experience in a human brain. You should definitely check it out.